Hello, welcome to Science with India. Over the next few weeks, we will be discussing a different variety of topics related to physical science. Today's topic begins with atomic and molecular motion of solids, liquids, and gases. First, we will begin with a brief synopsis. Solids, liquids, and gases are made up of atoms and molecules and are ions that behave different in different phases. The first phase we will discuss is gases. Gases are particles that move past one another and assume the shape of the container. They are well separated with no regular arrangement. They vibrate and move freely at high speeds, and they are very compressible and flow easily. If you were to look in a microscope and see a gas particle, you would see them bouncing off of one another. There are not very many in a container because the gas particles are so spread apart. Next, we'll discuss liquids. Liquids are particles that are close together with no regular arrangement. They vibrate, move, and they slide past one another. They assume the shape of the part of the container that it occupies, and they are not easily compressible with very little space. A liquid is something like water. You see how it consumes the shape of the container, but if you spill it, it'll spread. They will spread apart. A solid. A solid is a particle that is tightly packed and usually in a regular pattern. They vibrate, but they do not move. They retain the fixed volume and shape of the container, they have a retained volume and shape. They are not easily compressible, and they do not flow easily. A solid is something like ice or something like an apple or a phone even, because it's very rigid. You can only move it so much. All of these particles have energy varying depending on the temperature the sample of matter is in. The temperature of a substance is measured by the average kinetic energy of the particles, and a change in phases may occur when the energy of the particles change. Meaning, if you raise the temperature, it could melt the ice, making it a liquid, or gases can be either or temperature. They can be cold, where there's much gas, or hot, which is just blowing out. Or if you decrease the temperature, it could freeze, so making it a solid. Well, that concludes today's topic. We discussed solid, liquids, and gases. Solid, which is a tightly packed particle that does not move, vibrates freely. A liquid, where it's tightly packed but not in a regular arrangement and they can still slide past each other. And then gases, where they're not in a regular arrangement. We'll see you guys next week.